Hello and welcome everybody. Welcome Time Waster and welcome Lieselotte. How is it going this night? Hope everybody had a wonderful night and has an amazing day today. Also welcome Timebender 360. Welcome to the stream. Hope you are having a great night. Today we are gonna keep working on our recipe site. We also got a logo done. You can see. I'm sorry. Good morning, Timebender. It's 7 o'clock in the night for me, but what time is it for you? But we have this logo. Normally it's with green, but in here it looks a little better, in my opinion, without it. So that's something. It's 11 a.m. Where you're from then? Is it like America or something? Canada. Very nice. So if we check out the latest episode or progress, we give it a second to start up. And now it should work. Yeah, it's almost done. Let's go. So if you wasn't here last stream or if you missed it or you forgot, and we added a recipe card like a title card. We have a rating system that allows you to rate, and you can change the serving size, and there are prep times, cook times, and total times. And yeah, we keep continuing this. Today we'll create the basics for the API. So this is not stored in memory anymore, and that's actually gonna work. So if we added the logo in here, so the top. But if we go to our planning, I have the profile cards, the ingredients, and tools. This one should be pretty easy, just mainly the steps one. And this is the creating of the API and linking it to a database. So that should all be possible this stream, but don't be angry if you can't. So let's get started. So I think we should start with the profile card, and I think I'm gonna move the API to here, and then we'll do it in this order, I think. I got a really cute picture of a time waster. I'm sorry. So let's get started. Profile, and it's 9. So let's start a new branch for this. And remotes. Let's start this one so we can continue working new branches from this one. So I always have the latest version. So if you can see, let me stop debugging here. We have our project solution here. Why are you using two different Git accounts? They're the same account. I think that my local Git is set to Thop. Oh no, my GitHub is set to Thop, and my local Git is set to Thomas Hop. I'm not really sure why I did that. But yeah, if I do stuff on GitHub, it shows the Thop, like complete merges, or change the README. Then we see Thop. We created a new page or a new branch. So let's create a new folder in here called profile. And let's create a new class called profile components.razor.cs. So the reason we call it .razor.cs is that it will be nested in the other class, and yeah, that makes it easier to navigate. And we need to make this, of course, partial, as it's the same class as the Razor one. So let's keep the profile component, and let's add it to our index page, and we also want to add it to our components profile. Timebender360 asks, does creating a razor.cs file make it better in terms of our speed or better for IntelliSense? The speed doesn't change anything because in the end it's just one thing. It's basically the same class, but as you can see here, you can like close it, and here, and also in, like, if there's only one, it doesn't really matter, but as you can see here, there are multiples, so it can be yeah, if we open everything, that's gets really cluttered. So when you close them and only open them when you need, that's in my opinion better. So let's add a new mud item. And let's create a profile component. Let's make it self-closing like this. And now I always like, especially when I'm using UI, I like to open the watch. So we do .NET watch run. And this will automatically rebuilds when we make one change. And as you can see, it's now loaded in. So let's get started working on this one. So we start with the mid card, as we want it to be a card. For the people that do not know yet, we are using Blazor, and Blazor is a component library for Blazor. Hello, Irish Tea Leaf. So there's a lot of examples in here. For example, this one, they have the header. I'm not sure if I need it in the header, but we do need the mid avatar. Downwaster says that light theme hurts my eyes when you switch to Visual Studio. I changed it to dark modes, but this is still pretty light. I'm sorry for that. Yeah, I don't have a dark mode yet. Maybe in the future that. Let me see, as if we go to shirts and then the main layout. Dark mode. Oh, that's really... Maybe we'll start adding the darker mode pretty soon. So let's continue back to our components. And I want the mid content and then the mid avatar. Equals true. Let's make it rounded and let's set it to what the for now. That's not rounded. That is rounded. I wanted it round. By default it is nice. And let's set the color to primary. Nice. And let's set the size to large. So if we go to our design, we have here the picture, then here the name, here up the tag, the username. So we should That's already better, but not good enough. Can we make it even bigger? Size, no. Avatar. Give me 1 second. Give me. Yeah, we want it even bigger. Variants. And I got a. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I can show this. I got a donation from Time Waster NL with dark mode, please. But he used my old alerting software. So we're doing like this. Oh, give me 1 second. I should be able to add it. Give me one very small moment. I'm just gonna recent tips, DJ. Waster NL. Yeah, I edited. So you still got your alert. I did. Think I edited at the wrong one, but that's fine. Time always there. NL. Le. Yes, it works. How do you got that link? Because that's not even on my page, I think. Or So let's continue. And thank you for the donation. Yeah, it isn't as big as I would like. So avatar, no, this is all really small. This is also no grid highlighter. That's also not it. Link, a list, it's link, yeah. Message box overlay. Paper, also not. It's pop over, no. Tree view, also not. It's simple tooltips. Like what would happen if we added tree in there? It doesn't like that. Customize. Yeah, but this changes. We could check this out. Everything. Layout properties. App bar minimum height, default border radius or drawer width. That's not everything. What about everything? Oh, it's like that. Yeah, it changes everything. We could give me still not building. And now it is. Let's see. Like it has a width and a height. We could just add a new CSS item. Profile components.razor.css. Not the body. Extra lords. And now we can go here. Extra large. Damn it. Computed. Let's see why it's not. Let me see. You say filter brightness 50%. Is there... Yeah, looks amazing. Is this better for you? Do you like this better, Time Waster? Well, we'll keep it on for tonight, as it's worth your donation. So why is this? Because if we change this... Welcome! Thank you for the subscription and welcome to the club, Time Waster. Let's spam some shocks and have a party. Why this sad face? Maybe we need to restart this one. Let me see. We had some CSS. Yeah, that worked. Very good. Why doesn't this work? APIs. Default theme. Extra large width. And it also has it. It's profile components. The razor.cs. Doesn't look amazing. Gray scale. Ah, of course. Only this gets really black. I think the other one looked better. The brightness. And let's can we see the But I'm still wondering why the CSS isn't loading. Gotta go. Good luck on the stream. Thank you and have a great night, and good luck on your stream tomorrow. I know why that is. Because it's isolation and this is an other component. It's not loading. So let's copy this one and let's go to our app. Still not? Or did we remove the extra? Oh. I'll check their Discord later. Yeah, this is better. I don't really like to use it, but I don't think I can override it. So I'll ask in their Discord if there's a way otherwise. But how is everybody doing? Lieselotte, how is it going? Also, Cherry Dipper, how's it going? Commander Root, join the fort. Major error, and that is it. Midterms. Didn't you just do the... Didn't you just have exams? Nothing special, doing some cool AI project. Well, a cool AI project does sound cool. That's not nothing special. And also you have exams every 4 weeks. Damn, I'm happy I'm done with school for now. And that I just can work. Let's create a grid in here. They are cool, or at least supposed to be, but the stuff we have to work with is always messed up and a bad explanation. Yeah, I know that feeling. So let's create a mid item and call it XS and give it a 4. So actually setting everything up to even start the project is time consuming. That's always really annoying if... but it's also a lot of work to make sure that everything works out of the box, so... There are 2 sides to it. Thomas and Mid, no, let's give it mid text. Style is body, no. Let me see what the options were. Mid text typo. Typo.body1. True, but they aren't giving the time really to dive in itself. That's a shame. Yeah, I know. Like, when I still went to school, most of the time I was distracted at the fun stuff. And then I forgot to do the real stuff. And after that was like, it wasn't that I didn't want to work, but sometimes I did more stuff than the rest, but didn't do my own work. I think this one 2 and this one 4. It's also a little bit too big. Let's give it in the page a 5 or something. The index, give it a 5. But next to your AI project, any cool, what's it called? Cool subjects you're working on, or only the default stuff? That sounds good. And class, I want the flex and justify content center. I believe that was it. No, that wasn't it. Flex. We want this one. Align items. AI project was building a negotiation agent, and for the other course we had to build a neural network that can learn to categorize projects in the supermarkets. So that was actually quite fun, but the report writing is... Yeah, that's the report writing is... if I want to do something new, the report writing like really keeps me away from it. And for the rest, mostly theoretical algorithms and stuff. At least some stuff sounds really fun. I once looked into... Did you use an... what it's called? AI network, like TensorFlow or something, or what did you use for the AI? Also, we now have the align. No, we built it from scratch. That sounds painful? I'm not really sure. Yes, it was painful. But in the end, it was fun. That's very good to hear. Auto margin. Maybe we can use this. We want the 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Python, which I never programmed, and all those matrices and shapes errors. I'm very happy that I don't have to write Python. I did some PowerShell a couple of days ago, but that is where it stops for me. You're really looking forward to working with ASP.NET Core once a day again. Yeah, I don't think they give that much there, right? Do you have any subjects with .NET or? Mainly Java, Haskell, Scala, Haskell, and Python. That doesn't sound very nice. I have an ID. Let's div this up. Nice, that's what we wanted. We do need to have an internship and group of 5 blocks. There are 2 projects with ASP.NET Core, but so I was really enthusiastic, but no one else wants to do them, so I have to find a group of 5. So that's a bit of disappointing. Yeah, that's probably because no one knows how to write C#, and then you don't want to do the project with C#. Like, I get why they don't want to do that, but it's really annoying. Yeah, I had to do an internship with 3 persons before, and it was like we needed to do web, and our only real requirement was that it wasn't PHP, and we did that. Also, you try to convince them, but the project themselves doesn't seem too difficult. Oh, couldn't you just do it alone? You asked? Maybe it's better. Like, it is fun, but you probably have to do, like, they also want to see how people work together and all that fun stuff. Deflex and justify content center. Yeah, but we have a group project for each course, so finding an internship to do them with have been nice. Yeah, I really liked it when I didn't have to do an internship with somebody else. It's finally the, like, in university I always thought that group projects, there was always one that was slacking, but he could get away with it. Because, yeah, if you pointed it out, they were like, yeah, we know, but he tried his best, and well, next time was always the answer. And maybe you can. So now we should work on the follow button if we check out how our Figma, like, so we want to have that follow button, so we can use the cards for that. Something like this. Do they also have other buttons? No. Same here. Each time someone does nothing. Yeah, and always give another bullshit reason. But we want to use the mid card header and then the action. And let's also close it, and then the mid card action. No, the card header action. And that's just a mid button with mid hello mid button. And we want the color to be primary, I think we decided. Yeah, we're using the primary. Follow. Hello, why are yeah. And the mid card. Do we need like an empty card header, just so the follow thing goes here. Yeah. Rounded is true, but doesn't have a background color. Size, square, style. Oh, this is the wrong one. My bad. Let's see if we can give, like, button should have like, variant, we need the fields. And we want a small one. And we had a rounded, but I kind of like the follow. For the rest, we have the type. We don't need that. The command. Disabled, disable ripple, end icon, hide smell, icon class, icon color, link, on click, start icon, style, tag, target. So what's the command execute when the user clicks an element? Button click event. Okay. I'm gonna change this and give typo. Top dev. Now and here the Thomas and here the top dev. And maybe make this a H4. Just let's see what we have on the title cards. H6. It feels so heavy. Yeah, it's the same. Let's create a really small class here, user profile. Prop string name. Prop string username prop color prop. Let's keep it like this for now, and let's give this a user profile, and let's create a new object for this. If we keep going like this, we won't even be able to complete everything. If you have any suggestions about what to add in the next stream or in a stream, make sure to create a GitHub issue on the project, and you can also upvote certain stuff if you think that that should be higher. No, I don't need a letter. We just rip off the first one of the name. And later we'll add an image here. Profile.name first. Let's make it our default. So just that should work because it is a nullable. Profile.username. Profile.name. Profile.color. The problem is that it is a string. Okay. Let's keep it like this. Color. If you are in the stream and you're enjoying it and you haven't followed it yet, make sure to hit that follow button. If you do, I'm very happy that you are here. And if you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to tell them in the chat. He's gone. And I already paid, so let's remove the Nice. I do wonder why the color is not here. Color that's dark. Ah, that one does work. Oh, that's default. I need to have primary. Yeah, that works. Let's create a quick poll. So everybody in the chats, I'm gonna manage poll. New poll. What rating system should we use? Custom with Blazor. You have 3 minutes to vote. And the options are the default one or the mid Blazor one. So this is the one of mid Blazor. It has like highlighting. You can have disabled, so we should probably have it disabled there. You have sizes, max values, and we can even change the one. In the last stream, before we found out that that was an option, we created our own. It doesn't have a hover. It does have the ability to show half hearts. So I'm wondering what you guys think we should have. We currently have 2 votes for mid Blazor. So make sure to quickly vote until the poll is done to give your opinion. Also, welcome Tineke. How is it going tonight? We will keep the poll going. I'll take a quick break, and after the break we will implement that rating system. So we have this one or the one of mid Blazor. I think this one is better, to be honest, but I want to give you guys the call. So make sure to vote. I believe the mid Blazor one. So let's do that. So we should copy this one. We have the grid. 3 plus 4 is 7. So we have 5. Mid item XS 5. Maybe we should give it 4. That already looks a little bit better. Class. Align center. No, I don't want the... Let's... Flex, flex, flex. Justify center. Just the... Not justify content, toch? It's just justify. Oh, it is pretty centered. Just can we give this 3 and this 5? Yes, we can. Hey, that's one is broken. This should be in the middle. It has deflex, but why doesn't it have justify center? Wait. I did the wrong one. This one should be aligned center. And this one should be justify center. Three plus 4 is 7. 5 is 12. Yeah. Because that does use 1. I should even give it 1, I think. Now everything, okay. Just to keep it clear, we're just creating a new mid item with XS1. So we know that we only have 12. Lisa Lotte says, I'm leaving for today, exams tomorrow afternoon, have fun and see you Wednesday. I'll see you Wednesday, good luck tomorrow. I believe in you. And have a great night. Thank you. Maybe you should not use flex, but should just use... Justify space around. Oh damn, this looks way better. Nice. But this one, why is this so big? Also, Pro Fist. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a great night. That is spacing should be 0. How is it going, Pro Fist? What do you think of Blazor? Do you have any experience with Blazor? And if so, what? So this is this. Maybe we shouldn't even give them sizing here. Nice, we can just remove the spacing. I'm a very senior C# ASP.NET dev. I only did a very little bit Blazor Wasm so far. Okay, what do you think of it until now then? Because you already had some time with C#, so you probably, maybe you even lived through Silverlight and all that stuff. I'm not sure how senior you are. But I always like to hear people's opinion about Blazor. Maybe you can change this size to medium or large. The default one is medium, so large. I think it's a game changer. I think it will bring back a lot of backend devs to making front-end apps, either internal infrastructure apps or niche online. It's a delight. Blazor also helps a lot. Yeah. I think you totally, I totally agree with you. Because of Blazor, I don't mind writing front-end that much. I still prefer backend mostly, but all the nice things you have, it's just one language, so it's really easy to switch. You don't have to think about, oh, how do they do it in a JavaScript or something like that. It just works. But it's very good to hear that other people also like it. Let's give this the color of the secondary to make it a little bit more colors in here. Nice. So we have it here, and then there should be above, there should be followers, and then out of reviews. So let's add it and also move this one very soon. Followers. Oh, I did a point instead of a followers. Public and rating. Oh, I did it here. And rating should be 4. And let's call this rating count. Rating count is a lot. That doesn't change anything. But now we are gonna work on that. So instead of selected value, let's rating. Align center. Mid. Mid text. I want the, let me see, or design the H6, I believe. Profile dot followers. Let's put it also here. Out of and then change this to rating counts. And let's add reviews to here. Let's see how that looks. Justify center, align center. Oh. I don't believe that you do need a mid item. Okay, let's add it. It would be nicer if we didn't, but however, as long as we don't have hot reload, it won't be a decent contender for yes frameworks. You're right. I did see people. I saw a demo of one. Let me check if I can find it. Give me a second. It was on Twitter. Can I see? Um. Yeah, here. It wasn't. Can I make this bigger now? But this person is working on hot reloading. They have been demoing hot reloading even in the ASP controller for years. So supposedly .NET 5 will bring everything, but I won't believe it until it's in my hands. That is completely right. They promised a lot. But it's pretty small. But this guy, Christian Kieswine, was working on an extension, custom extension for hot reloading. Let's. Oh, that fixed it. And following bool following equals true. If profile dot following else, but I believe it's the other way around. But, we can outlined secondary following. We can do one Now let's keep it like this. And let's create a method for public avoid follow button. Following equals so let's just revert this, and if following profile.followers else and of course let's register it on click. Nice. So let's move that object, and let's move it out, and let's move it to the models, and let's fix the namespace. And let me see how we did that for the other pages. Yeah, let's keep it like this for now. So let's open git fork and make sure that we only commit stuff that we want. As this can be removed. This one is fine. That's fine. And that's fine. Edit profile card. Commit all. Push. And let's go to GitHub. Let's also edit profile card, create pull requests. So we give this a moment for the people that didn't join then. This will create a build pipeline, and this will just build and test our project in the hopes that we remove those kinds of bugs before they come in. And after that the build is completed, we can merge it back to the main. So let's give that a moment to build. It is done. So the build's completed and we can merge. So let's fetch. And now you can see that everything is merged correctly. So let's go to our project and issues. And we didn't update this, but this should now be done, this stream. And I would like to create an API project. So let's get we'll start on this after a small break. So I'll be back in a few moments. Make sure you stretch your leg, grab something to drink, and I'll be back in a few moments. Hello and welcome back, everybody. Hope everybody stretches leg, grabbed something to drink, and is ready to continue. Let's get started on the API project. So first of all, let's create a new branch. Let's check out called 11 API. Add new project. Provist asked, do you have any extensions for Blazor development? In general, any VS extensions you like? I'm using ReSharper. I'm a big fan of ReSharper. Also, and I always forget to do this, this during the stream and after it, as next to streaming, I don't program a lot on this PC, but there's a Blazor code behind templates. That's a tutorial. Let me see if I can find it. Yes, I did. So let's install that very quickly. So if you go here, I'll also post it. I'll add a comment later. But you can download this one, and if we go here, we can insert it. So show in folder. So that's a very good point, but this one allows us to can I just throw it in here, rename Blazor code behind. And I do always like to change a small amount of things. So that's fine. I don't need the page. Save. Yes, we want to change it. And for some reason this opens Visual Studio Code. And I like to remove, I never use the HTTP clients. In here I always use a service around it, so let's remove that. And now if we go to Blazor, I believe if we go to the main, if we go to add and a new item, code behind, maybe we need to do a restart, or it needs to be in one of the let's see what the post says before restart. So let's give it a very small restart. But this allows us to create a component, and maybe I'll modify it a little bit and host my own. But now we should be able to yes, Razor code behind. So if we create a component called my components, you'll see it creates the class and the Razor in one go. And maybe restarting my Visual Studio wasn't the best idea, but so that's something I really like. And ReSharper, and that's basically it. For Visual Studio Code, I wrote a plugin that does sort of the same thing as the code behind one. If you're interested in that, let me know. I'll see if I can find it for you. No, I don't want it. So now let's create new projects. API. And so if you're looking at the templates, there are a few things you can look at. The language, so this is F#, C#. This one is the ASP.NET Core Web API. This is the ASP.NET Web Application. I believe I always use this one. I'm not sure what this one is, but oh, that's not core. Sorry. Yeah, then we need this one. Web API. Let's see. So let's call it top food dot API. No authentication for now. Configure HTTPS. And let's also enable OpenAPI. So the program, it's really default as everything is. As for this one, if we check out here, there's an auth controllers. This makes sure that all the controllers like this one gets loaded in. Then we have the add swagger gen. This will make sure that there's like a swagger API or document. Then in the configure, if it's development, we have the exception page, and then we use swagger, and we also create some UI at this one. So basically, we create the config in here, and we are displaying it in here. We're forcing HTTPS, use routing and authorization. And for the endpoints, we use that. So let's not start bunit, but start the API. It automatically opens Swagger, so that's nice. So in here you can see, for now we only have the weather forecast. It doesn't have any parameters. Example value is, so this can be returned. Try it out, execute. And you see we got a list of temperatures. So this is a really nice way to document your API and make it visible for everybody or just yourself. And you can only also have multiple versions and stuff like that, but that's not something we'll look at this stream. But next stream that could be, of course, could be a possibility. To everybody that is currently watching, if you haven't already, it would be really appreciated if you would hit the follow button. And it would be even more appreciated if you hit that subscription button. It helps me out. The follow button helps me grow. So thank you, Provist. Thank you for the follow. It's actually really appreciated. It helps me out grow. And we're currently at 93 followers, so we're getting close to the 100. A few weeks ago, I was still at 50, I believe, and we grow amazingly. So I'm really grateful for that, and thanks everybody for the support. Also, Iris Tea leaves 3 subs with the 2 months. Let's give her some hype in the chat. Thank you for the resub. And also, thank you for creating those amazing icons. That's really nice. So we added the API. Let's remove all the unused using. I'm not sure why they have all of them be here, but next to the API, I also like to create another project. So let's shut this down. Or like is not the correct word for this. Clients class library. So this class library allows us to share models and stuff like that between each other. So that shared let's remove that class. And for now, I'm not gonna add any tests, but if we ever find that we write logic in the API or the shared, we'll also add an API for that. But there is open code for this. Oh no, they all should be built and tested, so that's nice. So let's see what we all created. We created controller. We can remove that. Yeah, let's remove the controller. Let's keep it clean. Let's create an empty controller. Empty API. Recipe controller. Just so there's something. Still does not have anything. On Wednesday stream I believe I will be adding a little bit of API endpoint slowly. And from then on we probably will do them in one go. So we have the recipe controller, we have the launch settings. That is fine for now. App settings is fine, the program is fine. That is all fine. Edit API and shared projects. So if we go to the GitHub page, we'll see that we created a new, and that is fine. So we created a new pull request. We're gonna wait a few moments before the build is completed. We can also check out the build. That would be cool if to see if the two projects that we added also get built. So first of all, we are making sure that we have .NET. And now we are restoring the dependencies. As you can see here, we're doing it for the API. We're also doing it for the shared. And he's probably currently working on the Blazor one. the B unit one and the Blazor one. Now the give me the build. We can see that it built B unit Blazor 2 times. Oh, okay. The output also shared in the API. And it also ran all the tests. So that's all nice. So that makes it that we can just merge it. Normally you would also have like a code review, but as I am only alone on this project, that's not a possibility. If you want to see something of an old PR or branch, you can see them all here. I see that this isn't correct, but you can also see all the YouTube videos here from the first stream and the second stream with the issues and the timestamp. So if you're wondering about something, how we build it, you can re-edit. I may gonna move this to another file just to keep the README cleaner. But now if we check git a fork and we fetch it, you can see that everything is merged correctly. So we can create a new branch. So let's see our project. This is done. And then we have 7 ingredients. So we don't have to use the API yet. I'm also gonna enable the chat again. No, not yet. After this, we are going to the recipe folder and we are adding the razor behind, and we are gonna add the recipe step recipe ingredients cards components. So this automatically creates a razor for us and a class for us. Could also remove those usings. I don't like having usings that I don't use yet. So let's create class ingredients. We'll move it later to the correct folder, but for now that's should be cleaner. So there's gonna be a tricky bit here, as you are using an ingredient here, and so this is a string name. But we also want to have an ingredient amount. So this is gonna have an ingredient. Ingredient. Int amount. Let's rename this to recipe ingredients. Name, and should also public. Let's also create public enum, and let's call that ingredient type. So we have volume, weight, amount. Those are them, right? So let's create a list here with recipe ingredients. Ingredients. And let's create a new list for this. New. Ingredient. New ingredient. Name equals garlic. Everybody loves garlic. And the type, I think most people use amount. And we want 5 garlic. And we also want water. And this is gonna be volume. And this is gonna be 500. So it's gonna be... We are always gonna work with the milli versions. I believe... Yes, but the amount should still be a double. Yeah. So water volumes, it's gonna be it's gonna be 1 liter. And also, it's gonna be a weird recipe, but we're gonna have like flour. And we use that in weights. And then we 3. So we also want to work on this. I'm not sure if we're gonna do this today. But we are gonna make sure that this is displayed as kilograms instead of grams or micrograms or milliliters. So we can reuse a lot of the recipe steps, I believe. I'm just gonna copy that and also gonna copy the CSS. And I'm gonna rename this to recipe ingredient scarred components. Ingredients. And let's also create, as you can see, we can also, we should create a model for this. So let's go to the pages, the index. How did we blend these ingredients and steps? How is it now? Okay, so this is before this. Mud item XS 5. I'm gonna make this one 7 and this one 4. And let's also make sure that we close it. And let's create a recipe. Ingredients cards components. I think we should also work on this because this should be closer, but for now that's fine. Yeah, dense looks better. And I don't think we need this. So let's call this ingredient. That ingredient, that name. But we want some other DDs. Clause. No border. Mid text. I think it defaultly as body 1. Ingredients dot amount. Ingredients dot type. Okay, for now we're gonna keep it like this. But in the a later phase we'll change this to nothing, volume to like make this 1 liter, and weight make this 1 kilogram. But that will be something for another stream. Mud divider. And let's copy this after, as we're gonna have the cooking utensils. Middle class is padding Y4. Oh, that should be margin. just to give it a little bit more clearance. And let's change this to the utensils. Public class u recipe utensil. I'm not sure. Do you? Oh, he's gone. Or he's back. No, I removed it when committing, but now you're back. Here it is. Busted. Yeah, you were gone. And Cappy, do I say that correctly? A new study found that most Python programmers found a C deficiency. The doctor recommended C++ supplements. That's very nice. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a great night. Or day, I'm not sure how late it is for you. Also, Acrylic Hercules, welcome to the stream. He says I tried learning Python once, but it found it too constricting. I did. I have like 2 days of programming experience with Python. We had like what's it called? It's called Crash and Compile, where like small exercises or stuff that you needed to do. And I wanted to challenge, so I did that with Python with a friend that also didn't know Python. And Time Waster says Crash and Compile is amazing. That doesn't have anything to do with the fact that the company works for organizes it. So, but yeah, I'm not an expert, so I can't tell you about it. But I really prefer .NET and C#. But let's continue. So we have a recipe utensil, and we're gonna give it just needs a name. So let's remove recipe ingredients, and let's also create a list here. Prop list. Recipe utensil utensils, and let's create Acrylic Hercules. My attempt at making a bad pen Python. Ah, sorry. It's getting late for me, I'm sorry. Constructing, very nice. I didn't know we had the pin nights, but Why would it make a new? I'm not sure. Ah, that's why. I need this bracket. Air fryer. Name. Air fryer. And let's. Do you guys know any good cooking utensils that we should add? A spoon. So let's change, not this one. Oh. A whisk, a blender. Okay, I'll add one of them. Saute pan. Ooh, barbecue, that's very important. Barbecue, you cannot go without a barbecue. And we also want the Dutch oven. That should be enough for now. So, utensils and utensil. Let's so now we also have all the utensils here and recipe ingredients. We'll work on this more later stream. So this gets nicely formatted. And we have the recipes here, or the steps here. And I'm also gonna change that a little bit. A recipe step card component addresser. We're gonna make it dense is true. And what do you guys think? Should we? I do have to here. I have to. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. The headers basically. Mid. No, the cards. Mid card header. Card header content. And let's create them. Mid text with a typo of 6. And let's give this the ingredients. No, this is steps. So let's go back to our ingredients one. This should be outside the content, of course. And like this. And after the divider, we should have utensils. I see you're using Blazor. I have to try it also. It's really nice. And our acrylic Hercules also says you're just wondering about Blazor working out. I really like it. It saves me a lot of time of writing CSS. It now looks kind of ugly, but that's because of Time Waster. He donated me so to make it a little bit darker. But everything goes really quickly. I also, my previous project was to do at topdev.com. I didn't use what it's called, Blazor for it, but I used Tailwind. It was also really nice, but I really like the components, and it makes it fairly easy to keep everything in the same style. And I think that's one of the main selling points. And that makes it also really nice that you just have make everything the same, basically. And it has a really nice some stuff like date pickers. There are some limitations I did found. For example, we wanted this to be bigger, and there were only 3 sizes: small, medium, and large. And we needed to override it with CSS using important to make this even bigger. So that's worse. I think that I'll ask it in the chat also, but I think that should be better. They have their own rating thing, so that's really nice. I did create my own because I didn't find out, but the rest is all really easy. I really, depending on the kind of project you're working on, but I would really suggest that you would use it if you have the opportunity. Margin bottom. But yeah, that's my opinion about it. So now we have the utensils, the steps. This shouldn't be steps, that should be ingredients. I do wonder if we remove this, what would happen? Because I think it's a little bit too big here. Oh, it doesn't work at all. Let's see what they say. Card. And the documentation is pretty nice. Header, card header, content. Yeah, we do that. No, it's just big. Very well. So let's disable this one for now. And let's see how it looks. Looks pretty nice. He is right, it's pretty wide. So I do want to make this a little bit better, and this also, by the way, but for now, I think this should be done. I don't think I'm gonna do this stream. We're gonna keep it for next stream. But next stream, we'll probably start working on creating the entire API. Or the entire, but for this. And make also sure that if you change the serving size, that this changes, that the amounts change, and stuff like that. So let's finish up this one. Let's see what we changed. So we created a new recipe ingredient card. We do want to move this out. Let's all of them move out. Ingredients. Recipe ingredient. Damn it. And let's remove them to the models. Let's also create a new folder in here called enums. Recipe utensils still needs to be the models, and ingredient type should be here. And let's use refactor, adjust namespaces, next. And let's also do that here. And let's rename this one back to .razor.cs. What are you using for design? Like Adobe XD? Well, we're using Blazor for the UI. And to design it, I'm using Figma. I'm not a designer, not at all. I couldn't, like, I created a grid and I'm not sure how to remove it. But yeah, just created this in Figma. I used it in the free version, so it's completely free. But I'm not converting it to HTML or something. I don't like those tools. I don't like the... Oh, in here. I don't like the results that it gives if you use like HTML creators. But yeah, I just use this as an easy way to design something and then build it from scratch. I'm not really a front-end developer or a designer, so if anyone is willing to help me with creating of those designs, let me know. We maybe can have a talk. So that's how we work. So as you can see, we added the recipe components with just some default class, the CSS to make the table a little nicer, and the component itself. We also created an enum with volume, weight, and amounts, so that's we can use in the recipes and the ingredients. So this one, the ingredient has an ingredient type and a name. And there's also a recipe ingredient, so that's the ingredient with the amount. And there's a utensil, that's just a name. And we added it to the index page, and we don't have to add this. Added ingredient and utensils. So now we pushed it. We see the pull request is created. We can also see here the file changes. But this is just what we walked through. It's now gonna build. Without the build, we are not allowed to complete it. So that's just a safeguard to make sure that we always have a working application. Also, welcome Acrylic Hercules to the club. Really appreciate the follow. If any of you guys enjoy the stream and want to get notified when I go live, make sure to hit that follow button. It helps me grow. It also really motivates me when I see people following, because I hope then they enjoy the content. And if you wanna be even bigger supporter, you can even hit that subscribe button. It's $5 or euros a month, and it helps me with improving my setup. For example, a better microphone and stuff like that. I don't do this to make money, not at all. But I do like to improve my setup. So now the build's completed. We can merge it. And now it's, if we check our fork, it's on the main branch. So I think this is gonna be it for today. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them right now. If not, ask them next stream. I stream every Monday to Wednesday from 7 till 10 p.m. Central Europe time. And oh, I click on something, I'm sorry. And so every Monday and Wednesday. I hope everybody had a great stream. If you haven't followed yet, it would be really appreciated. Otherwise, I hope to see you all next stream. If you missed the part, everything will be uploaded to YouTube. It will take a couple of days because I want to add the timestamps, and the uploading just takes a while. So I hope I can have it online by tomorrow, but I'm not completely sure. Thank you all for watching. Hope everybody still has a great night. And see you guys next time.